Welcome, listeners, to this Speaking from Our Hearts podcast episode, where I'm delighted to introduce a lady by the name of Mona Mitkees from Egypt. Mona, very, very warm welcome to you.
Thank you, Mr. Paul, for inviting me on your broadcast.
Okay, and Mona's going to be talking to us today around sharing her experiences around from darkness to light. So, from darkness to light. Very, very interesting title, Mona. Tell us a little bit more, please do.
Well, actually, I believe that each and every person has some kind of a dark moments in his life. So back there in early 2000 and early mid 97, like 97, I got married, and after my marriage, with few years, due to stressful situations that I passed through in my family, I entered into a very, very severe depression. It stayed for me for many years, and later I didn't know why was it and why it was so hard. I was diagnosed for being bipolar. So no one around me, and especially here in Egypt, wasn't familiar with something called bipolar. What is it and what's its effect? So me and the doctor said, you will have to live with it for the rest of your life. You just have to adapt yourself. And I'm the kind of a person who doesn't like to just take the facts like this and surrender to it. It was a very, very dark years for me. Depression with bipolar and sleepless nights and being sometimes very anxious, sometimes very excited, sometimes very down. Your mood is very down, which is a very, very, very painful part, and very dark and sad and low. I had a moment in my life when it was like almost these same days in Ramadan. I was sleeping on my bed and I felt that I'm going to die. My spirit is going out. And I can't ever forget this moment, because I felt how it feels when the body is very heavy and the spirit is trying to come out. It was very difficult. So I prayed at that night so many times, telling God, please get me out of this. I need to get out of this. And by putting real intention and the trust in God and the universe, things started to come into my life. I met a friend by a coincidence, because I always believe about there is nothing a coincidence. She told me, Mona, why don't you come and try meditation as a sort of stress relief? Well, actually, back then, I wasn't really familiar about, and here, especially in Egypt, we are not really familiar with things like this, meditation, yoga. And she told me, I told her, what is meditation? She told me it's something like yoga, things like this. It's something for stress relief, because my face didn't look the way I look now. I was totally dark and more fat, more weight and things like this. So anyway, I went, okay, I will try and I will go to see the teacher. The moment I entered the house and I met the teacher, something, and you can't believe it, it clicked in my heart. This is for you. It is very scientific. The technique is called TM, which is Transcendental Meditation, by the founder Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and he has a history and a very big, well-known guru. By starting this journey and trying to learn meditation and things, it is more of a scientific things and topics. Well, actually, I didn't take it like this. I took it by the heart. I felt it calming, it's healing. So I just went into the flow and into the community of this and went through it. There were many classes we used to go and listen to. I used to go and listen. And at that time, because I was really very dark and stressed, my mind didn't conceive all of the information or the scientific information. It all went through myself into my body and my heart. And by starting to practice meditation in early 2007, my body and my nervous system has completely shifted. I started to see things differently and my senses became wider. And I don't know, I'm a person who, my heart, especially my heart, when I feel there is something wrong or there is something, it always has something inside them. There is I always sense it with the pain, you know. So I learned a lot. I took all the advanced courses and I started my self-discovery journey from there, from this place, from this house. Our teacher is called Nada. She's very well known. She's Lebanese, and the founder is called Madame Aziza Hussein. She passed away and she has introduced meditation, this techniques in the early 50s, late 50s here in Egypt. So by being in this enlivening community and learning step by step, I started to feel that I need to learn more. I need to know more about myself. My senses are getting better, so I started to crave reading books and seeing things about self-development and what is going to help me to get out of this kind of depression, and how am I going to live with bipolar. These dark years were, to me, I felt they came to me for some reason. I felt that I was not going to stay there for the rest of my life. It was like kind of a preparation for me. I felt it and I sensed it so much. No one around me could understand or feel what I was going through or what was going in my head, because a bipolar person always have so many thoughts and desires in his mind that no one around him can understand. So I had a big vision for myself, and to me, it wasn't really very clear exactly what is it, but I saw myself in another place, totally another place. So I followed my heart. By following it, and taking all the advanced courses and working more on my body, and I started to eat more clean, detoxing my body. I started to shift, and I knew exactly that this is my path to I'm getting out of this for some kind of reason. And since 2007 to early 2017, it was very clear to me by early 2017 that being a coach and a speaker or a healer on this planet, I have a message to share. To be precise, I have some kind of real message to share, that if you ever find that you are in a dark place, it's not the end of the world. It's about your willingness to take yourself and go out of it and not surrendering. It's our abilities, our belief in ourselves, and our trust more of the universe, and understanding that the message that comes in darkness, because you can always have a gift that is hidden in the dark room. And when you get to know it and see it and sense it, you understand life differently and you understand yourself differently.
Right. Sorry, Mona, can I just come in there? I just want to sort of dig into, because you've covered a lot of ground there, which is fantastic. So thank you for that share. But I just kind of want to take a few backward steps and you know, for the benefit of the listeners, get one or two insights. So you found yourself in this, being diagnosed with bipolar, depression, and all these things. And that obviously, these labels that you were given, these diagnoses that we were given, they matched, did they, what you actually felt inside at the time? You know, you was in this kind of strange, confused, dark place, and somebody said, here you go, Mona, here's a label that, or a description that fits what you're feeling. Is that kind of how it was?
Yes, I felt it. I can sense it from the eyes of everyone around me at that time. They were looking to me that she's someone useless. You know, she's depressed. She looks dark. She looks weak. She doesn't speak. She doesn't. You know, the feeling of putting you in the corner. You know, like if you're in a community and people feel that you are not that. You don't have something that's interesting that we can listen to you. So it wasn't really that nice feeling, you know, to feel or to be labeled that you are depressed, or you always. It's not a nice feeling, you know. And people know, especially in our communities here, people know that she's married, she's sick, and my husband, he's a very nice man, but he always felt pity for me, and this thing hurted me so much, to be honest. I hated seeing sympathy in the eyes of everyone around me. I didn't want this. I didn't want to stay like this.
Did you try and explain to your husband, what was actually how he was feeling, or was that not? I don't know. I'm trying to understand that, you know, for a blockage of cultural or whatever those blockages may be, because I know that certainly from certain experiences that I have known, certainly from a particular generation, the attitude to these labels called mental health, depression, bipolar, whatever you want to call it, from a generation ago, it was like, just shut up and get on with it. What's up with you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the same thing.
Yeah,
the same thing. Yeah, same thing. It's a human reaction. We are used to it. Someone has something a little bit mentally is not balanced, so you cannot take an advice from him. And the way also the people were treating me made me feel that I am helpless. That I cannot open the door and go out. They were locking the door. Don't go out. You have to sleep. Sit in your bed. Close your eyes by force. And this, yani, it was hard on me, very hard. I didn't like I didn't like someone to tell me you have to sleep, you have to sleep. I felt that I don't have I don't know what they say it irada yani, I don't have a will of my own. I'm not having the will to say yes or to say no. So it was, and I couldn't explain it because they don't understand, and they don't understand, they cannot understand what's going in my mind.
Yeah.
So I had to deal with everyone around me, and by time when I started to become more better and alert, I started to put boundaries for everyone around me. Just put stop here. I'm done. No one enters to my life. No one tells me do this or do that. I had to stand up for myself. Otherwise, I could have lived like this for the rest of your life. I maintained my health. I learned so much about what are the kind of food and how many hours I have to sleep and how many everything, how I have to do exercise. I did the right life. I applied the right lifestyle that helped me to shift myself and get out. You cannot get out of depression just like this, like, okay, I'm taking a pill and it's okay. No, there is an effort. There's a real effort to do to get out of it. That's why I'm saying walking in darkness might take some time, but there is a light, but you have to have the will to go. You have to have the will to walk and open the door for yourself, because no one is going to open you for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, very well put. Very well put. Now I fully understand your title, Joyce, Mona, From Darkness to Light. Absolutely. Yeah. So did this put pressure on your marriage then, for example, that you were feeling this way and there was, I can only imagine this kind of what you might have thought or felt was this lack of understanding, not just for your husband, but for your family, your immediate loved ones, your community at large. I mean, that must have
My
made
husband?
even more pressurized, surely.
Well, actually, to be honest, at that time I was so much isolated. I didn't want to get into more into socializing. I got myself out of this community. I was just doing the things that I have to do, which is obligation, family obligation, things like this. But I didn't engage at all in any social gatherings. The only thing and the only place that I really love to go, which is my meditation communities and sitting around the meditators and meditating together and going on the retreats. This thing helped me so much, and I honored my husband so much because he gave me the space to go out and learn and even sleep at night, have weekends over outside with people he doesn't know, but he trusted me. So I cannot undervalue what my husband did to me. He stood to me when no one else did. He understood me, he embraced me, and he gave me really so much love. That encouraged me to stand up, because I felt that we have love inside. So I don't want to stay looking pale or looking down, and he sees me like this for the rest of your life, because this just happened after 2 years or 1 year of our marriage, 2-3 years of marriage. So it was really very down for him, because after marriage and he found me a sick woman, a sick wife. So it really wasn't something nice. So I had to do it for myself. So he, by giving me the opportunity and to go out and learn and study and travel, this helped me a lot. So in our country, it's not easy to find a man who can tell you go and learn and take a weekend and go to one. Yeah, it's not that easy. Yeah. So he has the mentality, the open mentality, but maybe a little bit we have some differences. But in the end, we were aligned.
Great. Yeah. Great. So how were things in terms of, the picture you're painting there, Mona, from, and you've said it a few times, this kind of lack of understanding within your country. I mean, have things improved in that respect? Is there a great awareness in your country now about this mental health thing that seems to be flying?
Well, not as before. I cannot say it's now anyone can accept that. Still there are people suffering, and still people put them on the side, and it's not so much because we are always to be honest, generally in the Middle East countries, I don't know if in Europe also or not, but generally in Middle East countries, in our society, judgment is number 1, 2, 3. We judge each other. So this is an issue that that makes most of the people in our communities you have to wear a mask whenever you go out, so you don't feel authentic, you don't feel your true self. And to me, this doesn't align with me at all. I'm a person who likes to go and show myself the way I am, and I just don't care, you know. So I stood out of the crowd and saw people when I started to go live and do things differently. So people, they are shocked what she's doing, how does she came from here to there? They can't believe it, you know.
Wow.
But this is me. I have an open mentality, and I accept everyone the way he is, you know. This
Excellent.
is it.
Excellent. I like it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. So where are we these days then, Mona? I mean, obviously that's kind of your darkness, just sort of tying this in with your title, From Darkness. That obviously represented your darkness, and you went on this journey of discovery, supported by your husband, giving you, to use your words, the space to grow.
Yeah.
So what about the light? What describe what your interpretation of light is?
Well, actually, being in light, which is first of all knowing yourself. Yani you have a heart that is open, which is you can see. It's like when your heart is like a mirror, so it reflects the sunshine. You know, you can see everything. It's just a source of reflection. So whenever you see someone, you can resonate with him, some kind of a thing, and it's very easy for you, especially when you have a tender heart. I'm not putting myself, but I know I do have a tender heart, so I sense the energy of everyone around me. So you get to know this place is not for me. These people, you shouldn't be with them. You get to have these kind of senses. So that's why the light directs you to where you should go, you know, because you have pure inner intentions, and the more you are refined with your senses and with your intentions and your emotions, and your very, very important is your the intention, the inner intention guides us. When you have real good intentions, things become easy and everything opens to you. But if you have something that is not good, I don't know how it feels, but definitely it's not good. I haven't experienced it, but from my experience and what I lived, you get to feel it, you get to sense it. And from there you start to see opportunities, you start to see things opening to you, you start to see, you start to look into your mirror and see and love yourself and like yourself the way you are. You don't, before you look at the mirror, you don't know yourself. You just accept and love yourself the way you are. And this is light, you know. You don't have to put so many makeups. You don't have to you're just being yourself. And this is light, you know. And light, when you have light, love, and passion inside, they go out on your face, and it's very obvious. You can sense it. It's very obvious, you know.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I mean, look at the smile and the radiance that's coming from your whole being now. Yeah, I understand. I get you. Okay, so, but this, I mean, I can relate, Mona, to this wearing a mask, because I think society, irrespective of what culture we're in, it lends itself. It kind of encourages to do that, doesn't it? It's the way, you know, don't show your vulnerability, and that's why I love the work of Brené Brown, because when she eloquently puts that, you know, our strength is our vulnerability. And, you know, I think particularly for guys, or should I say masculine energies, where we're taught not to show that what's perceived as weakness. And, you know, I've even heard it said in some circles that if people get mental illness, Mona, it's because, you know, they're afflicted. It's because of a sin they've committed, and that's their punishment, and all this kind of crazy stuff that some people actually do buy into, and brings in the whole kind of subjective beliefs then, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure. And let me tell you something which is very, I believe, it's very, very important. We have a choice in our life, either to live as a victim or to live as a leader. So it's easy to be a victim. It's very, very easy to be a victim. But to stand up for yourself and be a leader of your life, this is something, it's not easy, and it's not for everyone, by the way. It's not for everyone. most, I don't want to say most, but
Right, Mona, I'm going to stop you there. I want to challenge that statement you've just made. It's not for everyone. I'm really going to challenge you on that now.
yeah,
Yeah, because I believe it is for everyone. Because are
yeah,
we not the leader of our own lives?
yes. But okay, يعني, what do you mean? Let me get you clear here. Let me get you clear.
Well, I'm understanding that when you said that this, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but this journey of progression that you've been on and I've been on and a lot of people have been on, and then you sort of said, well, that's not for everybody. Why isn't it for everybody?
Because not everyone is ready to go out of the victim circle. We all get into the victim cycle. I get, and everyone should get a little bit into being a little bit victim. But either you surrender and stay in this circle, or you put yourself and take yourself out. This is the choice. This is what I'm saying. I'm not
Yep.
saying, if you have the will, you will get. We all get into victim stages on a daily basis, and I'll keep doing things in my life that I could show up as a victim, or I could show up as a leader and take full responsibility of my actions and decisions. So it's about our willingness. It's totally about our willingness. It will
Yes.
always be with us.
Yes, I buy that. I understand that, but I'm not going to let go of this because and it is a choice. I absolutely 100% agree. So I'm with you there. But what I'm hearing, Mona, is through your own determination, vision, call it what you will, you had this feeling, this leverage to take you from pain and into a better life. Now that came from within. Now, I suppose what I'm saying is everybody has got this capacity for a better life. It's just that some of us, and there's no judgment here, but some of us just need a little bit more support, encouragement. Not everybody can sort of kick that first domino down so everything else follows down. Some of us just need that little bit of gentle. Your husband gave you to use your words, Mona, the space, which was kind of your support, wasn't it? And where would you have been without that? So you did have the strength, you did have the vision, you did have the awareness to know that there was something else better. There's another way. You had that. And what I'm saying is everybody's got that. It's just that some people might need a little bit more support just to get them going.
Yes, absolutely right. This is what is my main core message. I need to tell everyone that there is light outside. You can do it. You can come out. Just trust yourself and trust the universe. You will come out. It's not the end of the world. This is what I would like to say as a message you can say from darkness to light, or from pain to gain. Everyone should know and should listen to this, which is you can do it. It's not the end of you still have your life. You still have your hands, your eyes, your ears. We have so many things to be grateful for. So we have to embrace them and keep on going, because this is life. This is life. It's either, as I said, it's either you surrender or no. But if we now knew and came out and made the path, and we crossed and we experienced the light and the fulfillment, it's our duty now to take others with us. We cannot just go and leave others. We were meant to be here so we can take others with us to have this, because we already know the experience. So it's our duty. It's our duty, it's our calling. God or the universe chose me, chose you, and chose so many of us to be leaders, to take others with us. And by the way, to be honestly, it's not an easy job. It's not an easy calling. It's absolutely I don't want to say we are taking full responsibility of people, but now to me, myself, I feel I have a message. I am responsible. I cannot say no. I'm not playing anymore. Khalas, I'm in the game. I cannot go, and I'm the leader of the match. So I cannot tell them bye bye. I'm leaving. So this is it. I'm got into. People are looking to me. They are hearing me. I have things to say. So khalas, I have to take them with me. And if I don't, I will not feel, it will be mediocrity. It's not me, I have the message and I know how to take people. And there is light and brightness and happiness in life. If we just know how to tap with it. And tapping within it starts all in your heart. Our heart is our GPS, it's our compass, it's everything. And we can sense it either physically, emotionally, and mentally. There is a real big connection between the mind and the heart that I believe within it so much. If we align and take them together, things become much easier. As I told you, Maharishi said, do less and accomplish more. We are doing more and it's hurting us and not we do it. Just we surrender. Sometimes you keep pushing the flow. All what you have to do is ride the wave and go with it. You just ride the wave and enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I buy it, Mona, 100%. I buy it. But just listening to you speak, it's around that understanding as transformational teachers, as guiding lights, call it what you will, coaches, mentors.
It's a responsibility.
You know, that's who we are, and I resonated very strongly with what you said, because certainly in the earlier parts of my journey, there were times when I just cannot, I don't want to do this. I do not want to do this. I tell you what I'm going to do now. I want to go on a drinking spree away from it all and all the things that, and I'd go for a week and just go crazy. And it's like, but inside there was like this, tap, 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 Paul, stop it. Paul, stop it. No, I want another drink. I'll have another drink. Paul, stop it. And I knew that, you're right what you said, Mona. When you're on this path, there is no turning back. You might get angry, you might get frustrated, whatever. But what I've learned to do now is over the years is catch it. I allow those human reactions, but before they take root, just like a weed in a flower bed, and strangle those beautiful flowers.
Yes, you want to catch the wave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's an enjoyment, because the more you get into you more get deep and learn about yourself, and you take people with you, the more you crave to learn more and get to evolve more. It's an addiction. I believe it's an evolutionary addiction. I can call it an evolutionary addiction, which is something. It's the ultimate fulfillment in life. It's good that if we have finance and so on, but having the real inner fulfillment of evolution, this is priceless, or this is endless, and this is not, as I told you, it's not for everyone.
You see, we're back to that again. It's not for everyone.
People, it's not for some of I don't want to categorize, but as long as we go on our path, let's say we are walking on a path. Everyone has a degree, and everyone has a pace, and everyone has his own style, But once you are responsible, or you are in a more advanced, let's say you are in a PhD now, you're not in grade 1, so you are pulling, or people are following you. So it's more, and of course I have people above me. So it's a path. It's never ending. It's a never ending path. Even people who I'm not saying I'm the highest one, but I mean, no one is high, no one reached the top, because it's an endless path, This is what I'm saying.
There is no comparison, absolutely. And, to use that sort of, I suppose, the duality approach of comparing, or how we perceive that is, one of the things I've learned, Mona, throughout this, qualifications, experience, badges, labels, call it what you want. They're all relevant, because there's one thing, and you've been very consistent, and I do agree with this with you, that counts through all of this, no matter who we are, culturally, man, woman, gay, straight, black, white, rich, poor, it's irrelevant. They're labels.
Yeah.
But there's one thing that joins us, and you've alluded to it, and that's called that. Absolutely, 100%. I buy that. 100%.
It doesn't need education. It doesn't need anything. It doesn't need labels. Just your inner intentions and your desires in the heart. And from there, I believe this is the turning point, or it's the GPS for you. It's your inner GPS that will direct you.
I want to bring this towards a close, Mona, if I can. We spoke just off air before we started this episode, and I said I had a big question for you, and it's this. And it's a simple one, but it's a big one nonetheless. And you've mentioned, and I think it's a great question in light of what you've spoke about, Mona. So I'm really, really keen to hear your answer. It's this. What does speaking from your heart mean to you?
Speaking from my heart means to me just being myself. This is my heart. The heart is the one who's speaking. It's not me. It's the heart who's speaking.
But it's your heart, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my heart. It's not my mind. Sometimes I speak in a childish way. This is my heart. This is Mona. This is me. I cannot fake it, you know. This is me. I'm sometimes very. I'm not sometimes. I am a child. I have a little bit sense of childish. I'm just natural, you know. So heart cannot do something that is not. It's not true because it's clear, you know. It's obvious. Just go out like this, you know. It cannot change.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Mona, if there was, so I want you to have the last word now, as we do bring the podcast conversation to a close, and I want you to have the last word, and it's around this question as well. If you had one message, and no doubt you've got hundreds, if not thousands, but if you had to pick out one to leave to the world, what would that be? That one powerful message.
Follow your heart.
Wow. And that's it, isn't it? It doesn't need any more than that. Follow your heart.
Just listen and follow your heart. أنا خلصت يا مصطفى. خلصت.
Okay.
Just listen to your heart. Just listen to your heart. If it's closing, then there is something wrong. If it's opening, then go. Superb. There is no other thing.
Superb. Mona, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, thank you so much, Paul, for this.
And your insights. And listeners, there you have it. Mona Mitkees from Egypt and talking to us, from darkness to light. And so until next time, keep loving and keep shining your light.
Thank you so much, Paul, for enjoying getting me here on your broadcast.